Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. We hope you have a wonderful time. Come back soon.
From Haiti, land of the voodoo, comes the most infamous cult of all. Bela Lugosi as Murder Legendre.
I see death.
Master of the undead damned. The sinister power behind the white zombie.
Zombies? Yes, they are my servants.
This soul killer takes men from their graves to be his slaves. His instruments of terror, and now this fiend plots to possess a woman.
Only a pin boy, a silver one, and a glass of wine, or perhaps a flower.
Keep it, monsieur. Keep it. You may change your mind.
Not dead? Are you mad? I saw her die. The doctor signed the certificate. I saw them bury her.
Captive in the borderland between life and death. Her brain drained of the life spark. The white zombie obeys the unholy commands of her demon master. As mindless creatures carry out his cursed will, terror explodes in horror and heartquake.
Zombie! Allez, allez!
Never eyes so evil, never powers so potent, never magic so black. Bela Dracula Lugosi as the master of the white zombie.
Power enough to seize or destroy the world.
Take this girl away. Come on, lady.
Captain West, I want to know the connection between this plane crash and Dr. Zorka's death. And unless you tell me...
All right, arrest her.
It must work. As the Phantom, there is nothing that I cannot do.
8 miles off Devil's Point, heading for the Navy anchorage. Bob, look!
Up in the sky! Look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!
In the endless reaches of the universe, there once existed a planet known as Krypton, a planet that burned like a green star in the distant heavens. There, civilization was far advanced and had brought forth a race of supermen whose mental and physical powers were developed to the absolute peak of human perfection. But there came a day when giant quakes threatened to destroy Krypton forever. One of the planet's leading scientists, sensing the approach of doom, placed his infant son in a small rocket ship and sent it hurtling in the direction of the Earth just as Krypton exploded. The rocket ship sped through star-studded space, landing safely on Earth with its precious burden, Krypton's sole survivor. A passing motorist found the uninjured child and took it to an orphanage. As the years went by and the child grew to maturity, he found himself possessed of amazing physical powers. Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. The infant of Krypton is now the man of steel, Superman. To best be in a position to use his amazing powers in a never-ending battle for truth and justice, Superman has assumed the disguise of Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper.
Kent, I want to see you. Just received another threatening note.
Okay, Mr. White.
Lois, another note from the mad scientist.
Coming in, Chief.
Well, listen to this warning. He plans to strike tonight. Beware, you fools. My electrothanasia ray strikes tonight at 12. Total destruction will come to those who laughed at me and failed to heed my warnings. Beware, I strike at midnight. This nut may prove dangerous. Kent, you help Lois follow up her lead. She may have an angle on this thing.
Yes, sir.
But, Chief, I'd like the chance to crack the story on my own.
No.
Thanks, Chief.
But, Lois... Chief, don't you think that's a dangerous mission?
reporter for the...
So, you want a story? I'll give you the greatest story of destruction the world has ever known. How is that for a story, Miss Lane?
True to his threat, the mad scientist, whose warnings have held the city in a grip of terror, went on his rampage of destruction on the stroke of midnight. The deadly impact of his mysterious ray smashed the famous Tower Bridge, hurling cars and pedestrians into the river below. The police have warned everyone to remain in their homes.
This looks like a job for Superman. nation's laws. That was a great scoop.
Yes, Chief. Thanks to Superman.
Looks like a burial.
In the road? Driver, what is it?
It's a funeral, mademoiselle. They're afraid of the men who steal dead bodies. So they dig the grave in the middle of the road. Their people pass all of the time.
Well, that's a cheerful introduction for you to our West Indies.
Do you know where is the house of Monsieur Beaumont?
Zombie! Allez vite! Allez!
It's got like hands clutching him.
Why did you drive like that, you fool? We might have been killed.
Worse than that, monsieur. We might have been caught.
Caught? By whom? Those men you spoke to?
They are not men, monsieur. They are dead bodies.
Dead?
Yes, monsieur. Zombies. The living dead. Corpses taken from their graves or made to work in sugar mills, fields at night. Look! Here they come!
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match? Did I frighten you? I'm sorry. I'm ugly enough, I suppose.
No, it wasn't you. Something happened back on the road there. We stopped to speak to some men. Our driver told us they weren't men at all. He said they were corpses. Corpses? Surely you don't believe it, do you?
No. I don't know. Haiti is full of nonsense and superstition. They're always mixed up with a lot of mysteries that turn your hair gray. I've been a missionary here for, 30 years, and at times I don't know what to think. Come, let's go in the house.
Oh, yes.
Huh?
Come, dear.
Is Mr. Beaumont in?
You're expected, Dr. Bruner.
Yes, I've been sent for to marry someone. Maybe. Oh, yes, excuse me. How long is it that you know Mr. Beaumont?
Oh, only a few days. Madeline introduced him on the docks in Port-au-Prince.
And you?
I met him on the ship coming from New York. He was very kind during the voyage.
Oh, Madeline and I planned to be married the moment she arrived. But Mr. Beaumont persuaded us to come here. He promised to take me out of the bank at Port-au-Prince and send me to New York as his agent.
Strange. Very strange.
I'll tell Mr. Beaumont you're here.
Yeah.
It's all right, isn't it, Doctor?
Oh, I guess so. You see, I've only met Mr. Beaumont once or twice, but he never struck me like a man that would take the trouble to play fairy godfather to a young couple like you. Unless
what, sir?
I suppose you'll think I'm a meddling old fool, but I'd feel a good deal better if you'd clear out of this place after you're married and have nothing more to do with Mr. Beaumont.
The young people have arrived, sir, and Dr. Bruner. They're waiting in the reception hall.
Show them to their room and tell them I'm out. No, wait. Perhaps I'd better see them. It might look odd if I didn't.
Very odd, sir. Especially as Dr. Bruner is a trifle skeptical as to your motives, sir.
Never mind my motives. Has that other person sent word yet?
No, sir, not yet.
He's 24 hours late.
I wish you'd keep away from that man, sir. He'll make trouble for you.
You needn't worry about that. I'm not afraid of him.
I'm not easily frightened, sir. You should know that. But what you're planning is dangerous.
Don't you suppose I know that, Silver? You don't seem to realize what this girl means to me. Why, I'd sacrifice anything I have in the world for her. Nothing matters if I can't have her.
I think you like Haiti. Most people that...
Oh, Madeline, I'm delighted to see you. Neil, you're more than welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Doctor, it was very kind of you to come. I know what a busy man you are.
No, not at all. There's a native family live out here that I've been trying to see for a long time. After this young couple are safely married, I'll leave.
But surely you'll stay for dinner after the ceremony.
No, I must run along.
Well, that's a great pity. We had something very special prepared for this occasion. It was very good of you, Madeline, to humor the whim of a lonely man. There was so little time to prepare. I couldn't do half the things I wanted to for you.
You've done more than enough already, Mr. Beaumont, for a comparison, giving Neil a position in the state.
Neil?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sure Neil will make a very good agent. But you must be tired after your drive. You'll get some rest. Silver. Silver will show you to your rooms.
This way, please.
Delighted to see you again, Monsieur Beaumont.
Please. Please. I'm sorry that kept you waiting, monsieur. I have been on a journey, seeking men for my mill. Men? They work faithfully. They are not worried about long hours. You could make good use of men like mine on your plantation.
No. That's not what I want.
Then perhaps you wish to talk about the young lady who came to your house this evening.
You've seen her? When?
On the road tonight. There was a young man with her.
They're to be married tonight. You've waited too long to do anything.
What do you want me to do?
If she were to disappear for a month.
What do you hope to gain by her disappearance?
Everything.
Everything. Do you think she will forget her lover in a month?
Just give me a month. One little month.
Not in a month. Not even a year, monsieur. I have looked into her eyes. She is deep in love. But not with you.
They're to be married within an hour. There must be a way.
There is a way. The cost is heavy.
You give me what I want, and you may ask anything. No. Not that.
Only a pinboy, Monsieur Beaumont, in a glass of wine, or perhaps a flower. Take it. The time is very brief. You must do your share if I am to help you.
Keep it, monsieur. Keep it. You may change your mind. Send me word when you use it.
I'll find another way.
There is no other way.
They are driving away evil spirits. Close it. Close it. Mademoiselle!
love you, Madeline, more than anything else in this whole world, dear. Heaven or hell lies a mystery from you. You can raise me up to paradise, or you can blast my world into nothingness. There's time even yet, dear. I can make you the envy of every woman. I'd give my life to make you happy. Oh, listen to me, dear, before it's too late.
Don't. Please.
Don't go into that room. We can be in Port-au-Prince in half an hour. There's a boat sailing at midnight.
You've been so wonderful. Don't spoil everything. Now.
One last gift before I lose you forever.
We are gathered together here in the sight of God and in the face of this company to join together this man, this woman in holy matrimony. Say.
Toast to the bride, to beauty's queen. Gladly, my lord.
Leave but a kiss within the glass. Fair gypsy, feed my fortune.
What do you see in the glass?
I see happiness. I see love. Far more than you deserve.
Is that all?
No. I see.
What is it?
I see death.
Madam. Madeline, what's wrong? Madeline, my dear, please.
Oh, no.
Madeline! Can't we do something? Please. Madeline!
Father, and the love of God, and the fellowship of his angels be with us evermore. Amen.
Zombies?
Yes. They are my servants. Did you think we could do it alone? In their lifetime, they were my enemies. Although the witch doctor, once my master, secrets I tortured out of him. Bangerda, the swine, swollen with riches. He fought against my spells until the last. Him yet I have troubled tight. His Excellency Richard, once Minister of the Interior. Garcia, Brigand Chief. Marquis, Captain of Gendarmerie. And this is Chauvin, the High Executioner, who almost executed me. I took them, just as we will take this one. But what if they regain their souls? They will tear me to pieces. And that, my friend, shall never be.
Madeline.
Madeline!
There's two explanations that strike me. Either the body was stolen by members of a death cult that use human bones in their ceremonies, or else...
Or else what?
She's not dead.
Not dead? Are you mad? I saw her die. The doctor signed a certificate. I saw them bury her.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not mad. But I've lived in these islands for a good many years. And I've seen things with my eyes that made me think I was crazy. There's superstitions in Haiti that the natives brought here from Africa. Some of them can be traced back as far as ancient Egypt. And beyond that yet, in the countries that was old when Egypt was young.
Yes, but what has that to do with Madeline? I kissed her as she lay there in the coffin. And her lips were cold.
Let me explain. Now, just a minute. I'll explain. Wherever there is a superstition, you will find there is also a practice. Now, do you remember what your driver told you the night he took you to Beaumont's house?
Oh, about those horrible creatures we saw.
Yeah.
He said they were corpses, taken from their grave.
That's it. Now, wait. Now, that's the superstition. Now for the practice. The ghouls that steal the dead corpses from the graves are supposed to put them there in the first place.
Do you mean that Madeline was murdered so that somebody could steal her dead body? Ah, nonsense.
No. Not her body, yes, but not her dead body. That's what it is.
Well, surely you don't think she's alive in the hands of natives? Oh, no, better dead than that.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match? Thanks.
You don't believe that, do you?
Say, there's been lots of people that's been pronounced dead that came alive again and lived for years. Now, if nature can play pranks like that, why isn't it possible to play pranks with nature?
Oh, I don't know.
Your driver believed he saw dead men walking. He didn't. What he saw was men alive in everything but this and this.
Oh, the whole thing has me confused. I just can't understand it.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I've been trying for years to get to the bottom of this thing. To separate what you call fact from fiction. The law of Haiti acknowledges the possibility of being buried alive. Here it is in the penal code. I'll read it for you. It's in French. Do you speak French?
No.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match? Right here. Here's one. Oh, thanks. I didn't see it. I'll translate it for you, if you fit. Article 149. The use of drugs or other practices which produce lethargic coma or lifeless sleep shall be considered attempted murder.
Yes.
Attempted.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, all right. If the person has been buried alive, the act shall be considered murder, no matter what result follows.
Beaumont. Say, you said that you couldn't understand why he was so interested in us. Do you think he did this?
No, I think it's native work. Native work, exactly. Of course, if you want to, we can go to Beaumont's house first. If I can get my hands on the devil that's responsible for this, I'll make him such an example that every witch doctor in Haiti will be shaken in his sandals.
But we can't do this alone. Can't the authorities help?
Not Neil, my boy. You don't know these islands. The native authorities are afraid to meddle. I'm not. I got friends among the natives. They'll tell me things that no gendarme could ever get out of. Because I'm a preacher, they think I'm a magician. Before we get through with this thing, we may uncover sins that even the devil would be ashamed of. Oh, these witch doctors.
These things, they can't bring back the light to those eyes. I was mad to do this. But if you'd have smiled on me, I'd have done anything for you, given you anything. I thought that beauty alone would satisfy. But the soul is gone. I can't bear those empty, staring eyes. Oh, forgive me, Madeline, forgive me. I can't bear it any longer. I must take you back.
Back to the grave, monsieur? No. You must put the light back into her eyes and bring laughter to her lips. She must be gay and happy again.
You paint a charming picture, monsieur. One that I should like to see myself.
You must bring her back.
Aren't you trifle afraid, monsieur? How do you suppose those eyes will regard you when the brain is able to understand?
Better to see hatred in them than that dreadful emptiness.
Perhaps you're right. It would be a pity to destroy such a lovely flower. Let's drink to the future of this flower. A glass of wine?
Silver, bring wine. We have a toast to drink.
To the future, monsieur. Only a pinpoint, monsieur, in a flower, or perhaps a glass of wine.
What are you trying to do to me?
I have other plans for mademoiselle. And I'm afraid you might not agree. I have taken a fancy to you, monsieur.
Silver! Silver!
To the future, monsieur.
Around here pretty soon. His name is Pierre. I've known him for years. He's a great old fella. I don't know just where we'll find him.
Young man, he's sick with fever.
Yes. Hey, wait a minute. We can't afford to have you sick. Neil, why don't you go over there? We got a hard day before us tomorrow. Now then, Pierre, come on. He's gone. We'll talk.
It is a dangerous thing you asked me to do.
Oh, well, now, listen here. We're old friends, you and me, and I want to go on.
Turn back before it is too late.
No. I've come too far to turn back now.
I'm too old to go all the way with you.
Well, listen. Can't you get somebody to go with us?
My people are afraid of the mountain.
Why?
Because it is called the land of the living dead.
Well, have you ever been there?
I am the only man that ever came from there alive. There is an evil spirit man that is called murder. Come, I will tell you all about what it is.
Vultures. Just as old Pierre said, a cloud of vultures always hovers over the house of the living dead.
Madeline. Is she there?
No.
Oh, I must go and see.
No. Neil, my boy. Please, lie down and rest. Please. You'll feel stronger in the morning. You rest. Let me go up and see what I can do.
is she so restless tonight? Perhaps she remembers something. We never remember anything when they are like that. No? Because he's cut off.
Madeline! Madeline!
No, I can't. You must. It's your turn. Let's run away. He might hear you. No, I can't stand it. I'm going to run away. He'll find you and make you like her.
Can you still hear me? It is unfortunate you are no longer able to speak. I should be interested to hear you describe your symptoms. You see, you are the first man to know what is happening. None of the others did. You refused to shake hands once. I remember. Well. We understand each other better now.
Madeline, I found you. You're alive. Alive. What's the matter? It's I, Neil. Oh, my darling. What have they done to you?
Who are you? And what are they?
For you, my friend, they are the angels of death.
Madeline, don't you know me, dear? It's Neil.
I could swear. For a moment she recognized you. Come on, don't let him get away.
Madeline, my darling.
I dreamed.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match?
Fresh candies, the flavors you love. Assorted drinks, your favorite beverages. Hot coffee. Hot dogs the way you like them. Ice cream smoothly delicious.
The show will start in 7 minutes.
Here's a choice of food and drink to satisfy anyone and everyone. You'll find something to please you to add to your evening's enjoyment. Something to please all tastes and age groups.
And now, on with the show.
control board.
Dr. Zucker, you're not going to let that thing out again, are you?
Certainly. There's work to be done on it.
Might get away like it did last time.
I created it. I can control it or destroy it as I can you whom I helped escape from prison. I control but quickly.
I'll see what good it is. The cops will never let anything like that walk down the street.
What could the police or anybody do against an army like them? Remotely controlled, you could crush all up.
There's a car outside.
That will be my wife. She wants to take me away. She's afraid of what I'm doing here, yet she knows only a small part of it.
I did so only because he was working along lines contrary to the good of mankind.
I know. He's still in. I hope I can stop him before it's too late.
I hate to have you face him alone.
Oh, I don't fear him. I think he really cares for me. As much as he can care for anyone.
Except himself.
You're not going to tell her about the new element you discovered, are you?
Only enough to prove that I have accomplished what they told me was impossible. Get me one of the magnetized discs.
But if you're determined to face him alone, I'll wait in there.
But won't your wife make the silence?
Anne, my dear.
You're glad to see me?
Very. I've been wanting a witness to my great crime.
Oh.
Yes. I told Mallory and the others there was a way to induce a state of suspended animation that couldn't be told from death, and that I could find it. They called me a dreamer, a fool, but now I have it. And you shall see and tell them. Come. You see this disc? Watch. It will not come to you. It will go only to that disc which I have put there by the plan. That disc there is magnetized by a positive ray with my new element which is unknown to science. And this little spider carries the negative. When the two meet, you shall see. No, it's not dead. Nor would a person be under the same circumstances. It's too bad that Mallory is not here to see my trial.
I have seen it.
You were spying.
Call it that if you wish, Alex. But you made no secret of it. Now my fear is, what are you going to do with it?
I shall do with it as I wish. Not hand it over to the government, as you would have me.
I still think that would be best. It should be under control for the good of mankind. You would still receive credit for its discovery.
They would destroy it if they could.
But possibly...
Never will I let it go. Already a foreign government has offered me millions. Perhaps I shall sell to them
Don't you realize what a terrific weapon it would be in the hands of unscrupulous people?
Of course. That is why they shall pay me dearly for it.
Alex, you must not.
Then it is my duty to inform the government at once.
Alex, please.
All right. If it is your duty, do so by all means. But you will find it a great mistake.
What do you mean?
You shall soon learn. All of you.
Anne.
Monk! Monk! Get the visualizer. Did you carry out my instructions regarding the work to be done on this?
Yes, sir. I strengthened the ionizer, but I was afraid to use it.
I'm not afraid. They think they know everything that I have, but they know nothing of this visualizer that will conceal me from my enemies.
I'll stay here tonight. Perhaps I can see him again. And persuade him from his mad course.
And I'll get in touch with the government. I've already talked with Captain West of the War Department about Alex.
They won't punish him, will they?
No, Anne, they'll just keep him and what he has found under control so that he can't misuse it or dispose of it to a country that would.
You have failed, Monk. But I will not fail. I cannot.
I'll call if I need you.
Good night, Anne.
Good night.
It is perfect, Mr. Shuttle. But can you come back?
Surely. I must come back. And now, as the Phantom, there is nothing that I cannot do.
Mallory speaking. Yes, Anne.
The place seems to be deserted.
I'll come right out there as soon as I get a call I'm waiting for. Yes, Captain West of the Army Intelligence. I'll start as soon as he phones me. All right. Don't worry.
Much depends on what happens in this house today. I'm going to wait and listen with this. Car. Probably Mallory.
Morning, Anne.
I'm so glad you got here.
Captain West arrived yet?
No, how could he?
He's flying down, so I wouldn't have been surprised to find him here. That must be Bob West. It's a government plane.
They are closing in. And they will find nothing. I have to change my appearance.
Maybe you better stay here and keep an eye on the plane, Jim.
Okay.
Captain West, is it true that Dr. Zork has disappeared?
Well, do you think it's fair for you to know my name and I don't know yours?
I'm Jean Drew.
Well, what are you doing here?
The Times sent me. To look and listen and ask questions.
Sorry, but I'm not allowed to answer any questions.
Do you mind if I go up the house with you?
Yes, I'd mind very much.
You and I better take a little walk, sister.
I don't believe I've met you.
Miss Drew, allow me to present Mr. Jim Daly. You find him very good company. From what you say, Dr. Zorka has discovered something very important.
I'm sure he has. Highly dangerous, too. Think what a hostile power could do with it.
Have you made any search for it?
No, we thought we'd better wait till you got here.
Well, let's look in his laboratory.
Aren't you going to take that disc?
I'll get it later. I'd hate to have one of those spiders find it in my pocket.
Fools! Fools! Let them search. They will find nothing.
A lot of equipment seems to have been moved.
You can talk to Rankin or Aspiring. I will be with you.
But unseen.
Husband smokes the popular brand.
But he doesn't. He can't stand tobacco.
Well, how about his assistant?
He hadn't.
She's right. So far as we know, Zorka worked alone.
The visualizer. Then we will go. We must be more careful than ever that no one discovers the entrance of our secret garage. Let's go.
Well, I'll phone headquarters and have his description broadcast. He'll be picked up somewhere, that is, if he still answers his own description.
All clear? Yes, sir. Then we will go to meet the agent of the Aspiring.
When last seen, he wore striped trousers, dark four-in-hand tie, and cutaway coat. No car that we know of. But it would take one to carry the things that are missing from this laboratory. Yes, that's right. Put this on the teletype right away, will you?
Pick up that man. What do you mean? Give him a ride? Yes. He looks as I used to. He might be useful to me. Come, get in. That man is dead. How fortunate. That simplifies everything. We will make it seem that it is the famous Dr. Zorka who has been killed. Then we will get another car, go home, and see what they are doing there.
West speaking. Right, I've got it. We'll fly right down there. Been a car found, wrecked and burned on Highway 10, 50 miles north of here. The body in it. Contents of the pockets indicated to Dr. Zorka. Identification is important. You go with it?
You're asking too much, Captain West, after such a shock.
I'll go. I must know. It was Alex.
Warm up the plane, will you, Jim? Whenever you're ready, Mrs. Zorka.
They are taking my wife to identify the body we left at the car. She will know it is not mine.
Can't you stop them by...
She is one of my discs, and she does not know it. I have just time enough to put that spider into her plane. She will go into suspended animation so that she cannot identify the dead man. Then I will take her from them and revive her. Now get the car ready, quick. We have to be there as soon as the plane arrives.
It shouldn't take long.
I'll check the lab equipment and try to figure out just what's missing. Bye.
Goodbye. Say, is there something the matter with that door? I'm sure I shut it.
Doesn't look to me as if you did.
This wasn't in my bag when I left the house.
That's the same kind of disc that was found under the plant.
The one the spider went to.
Are you certain it wasn't in your bag before?
Positive.
Hey, let me see it, will you? I haven't seen one of those things yet.
Hold on a minute, will you, Jim? I want to send it back to the department. Are you sure you didn't find it and take it as sort of a keepsake?
Why, of course I didn't.
Tell me, from where the car was found, have you any idea where Dr. Dorka was going?
None whatever.
Jim, what's happened? The clothes are out of order. We have to bail out. What are you doing here? Never mind, bail out. Get into the chute.
Yes, well.
This is Dorka. This is Dorka.
Faster, man! Faster! You must get...
Stop.
Pull over there!
Oh, help me, please. I'm all tangled up.
One moment, madam. Bunk, help her down.
Our plane crashed.
What plane? Who was in it?
It was a government plane. 2 men and another woman. I'm a reporter. I've got to get to that wreck.
Come. I'm a doctor. I will take you there.
Okay, buddy.
There's an ambulance on the way.
I'll make a complete report later. Yes, 30 people away. Will you?
All right, get back. Get back. Come on. Wait a minute. I'm a physician. Okay.
Captain West, my paper would like an official statement from you.
What were you doing in that plane?
Following you to get a story.
What do you make of him, Doctor?
I find no bodily injuries. The man seemed to be in a coma.
That's right. He collapsed suddenly at the controls.
The ambulance is coming.
Take this girl away.
Come on, lady.
Captain West, I want to know the connection between this plane crash and Dr. Zorka's death. And unless you tell me...
All right, arrest her.
Leave go of me. You can't arrest me without a charge.
Sergeant was stowing away in a government plane.
Come on.
You can't do this to me.
No, I can't, but he can.
Dead. She's really dead. You knew that, Doctor. You saw her. Mallory. And all the so-called scientists who drove me into hiding, they are responsible for her death. They shall pay.
Forget it, Doc. You can sell out to Rankin and his crowd for millions and get out of the country.
No.
Send this message in code to all our allied foreign operators. As a disguise for our spying operations, all code messages henceforth will be sent from our International School of Languages.
Well, did you get Zorka's formula?
G-men placed a guard around Zorka's house. We haven't been able to enter.
You've got to get in, or find Zorka's assistant monk. I'm about to broadcast a recording to our friends in Europe, informing them of Zorka's death.
It is necessary to share a very vital secret and knowledge with you. The hiding place of the source of all my power.
The source?
Yes. If they close in during my absence, you would be able to remove it to a safer place. There is power enough to seize or destroy the world. And only I know how to release and control it. Must be kept insulated. And it would be fatal to open it unless in the presence of these protective fumes I discovered.
Where did it come from?
It's part of a meteorite that fell in Africa centuries ago. Years of research led me to the belief that some great force akin to radium lay buried there. I organized a secret expedition, attended only by ignorant natives. It took me 3 years to find the place the meteorite fell. I suffered untold torture before I found a way to insulate myself from the magnetic and chemical activity of the element contained in the meteorite. I risked my health, my life to get it, and to compound with it another force of my own discovery that made it the greatest power on earth. Now why shouldn't I use it as I wish, even to conquer the world? So remember, if it is ever necessary for you to move that box, do not open it. It will mean death, disaster. You will remain here on guard.
Pulse is increasing, getting stronger with every beat.
You passed out because you had the disc that was planted on Ann Zorka.
Who'd want to destroy her?
I don't know. Can I take this along to Zorka's laboratory? It might lead to something.
Certainly. I'll attempt an analysis of what is on that disc. It might lead directly to Zorka's secret.
Good luck. Come on.
Along.
Mallory's antidote secured from the Zorka disc.
I hope we can get enough other information so that we can crack this case wide open.
Yeah, before it cracks us.
Now, if I can just get this formula properly recorded.
What's the matter, Dr. Mallory?
Well, perhaps it was the fumes of the liquid, but it felt as though a man's hands were at my throat.
Why do we always have to get here just as the sun is setting?
Those long shadows get on your nerves, eh, Jim?
I hope to tell you, around this place.
Well, let's see what this can find for us.
Watch out for spiders.
Needle almost jumped off the dial here. Must be another disc around. Close. No, not so strong here. Now it's stronger. This way, Jim. Not so strong here. Now it's stronger.
Hey! What's the matter? What was that?
The thermometer got so hot it burned my hand, and when it touched that box, it went up in smoke. Must be something pretty hot in there.
Don't open that. Leave Dr. Mallory open.
I guess you're right. Well, we'll take him to headquarters first.
Come on.
I'm going to try to open this thing.
What's the matter, Bob? Can't you make it?
No, not yet.
Well, maybe it's just as well after what happened to that neometer. Hey, Bob. I wonder what's the matter with this car. The engine stopped running. Plenty of gas. Hey, Bob, look! Run it down drain. Keep her rolling.
Just that spot before we all get blown to bits.
Who was it? Did you get that guy's license number?
I sure did. 130,000 volts. That's what wrecked us when I pulled the red gadget on the box.
Boy, that was a close one.
I better see if the box is still there.
Man, I'm going after that guy who was picked up in Zorka's lab.
Well, this is no time for a manhunt. It's more important we get that mystery box to the federal lab for an analysis.
Blow up the whole city?
I guess you're right. We'll take it to Dr. Mallory's house. We'll be safer there. We're not the only survivors. The box is still here.
That guy get away. He's one of the spy rings.
The police will catch him. He can't get far with that bullet.
Say, what's going on here? You fellas trying to electrocute yourselves? Who's driving that car?
Take it easy.
Okay, Captain Weston.
We have to get to Dr. Mallory's right away. Official business.
I'll give you a lift.
All right, thanks. I'll tell you all about it on the way.
Monk! The nephew! Monk is gone! But I still have you. You will be the instrument of my vengeance.
So you decided to come back, did you?
The settlement broke in. They carried me off. They stole the meteor.
You're lying. I left you on guard and you betrayed me. You've sold the source of my power to my enemies.
No, I swear it.
And why did you remove that box from the speaker board?
I heard voices. I thought strangers were coming to steal it.
I shall show you what happens to those who cross me.
Don't let him get me! I'm wounded! I'm shot! I swear I'm not lying! Look!
All right. I'm going to remove that bullet. Then you can tell me what happened. Come. Put up your sleeve. Put your arms to the tube in front of the ray. Take your arm out. You felt nothing.
Not a thing.
Painless surgery. This and 1,000 greater powers are possible with the secret element. And now the source of it is gone. But they shall not keep it. No government shall possess my power. I know where Bob West has taken my meteor.
But I can't go with you. They know me now. If I'm taken, they'll throw me back into Alcatraz. You can make yourself invisible.
The Phantom will continue to protect you. According to this neometer, we are close to my element.
Start the car, quickly.
There's no mistake about it. I was alone in that laboratory with the guard. He collapsed, and while I was trying to see what had happened to him, the meteorite disappeared. What do you mean, disappeared? It was gone. And the door, which had been locked on the outside, was open. I guess I better run over and look that place over.
I see it. Zorka's late. Have you any idea how the meteorite was removed, Doctor?
None that'll hold water. It was physically impossible for anyone to enter that room without my seeing him.
Beg your pardon, sir, but you know Dr. Zorka was a very evil man. So it might persist even after the death of the body and return to continue its, shall we say, perfidious work.
Ghosts don't carry heavy boxes around, Perkins.
Say, suppose Zorka isn't dead. But if he were alive, he would be seen and...
Not necessarily. One thing Zorka hoped to do was to perfect what he called his visualizer.
Oh, that's impossible.
In the scientific world, nothing is impossible. Just as there are sound waves pitched too high or too low for the human ear, so there are light waves too intense for the human eye that might be directed to envelop the human body and make it invisible.
Now that you have it again, we'd both better get out of here. The G-men are guarding the place. If they find this secret room...
If they do, I have means of dealing with them. Here. This little device contains an invisible gas. Did you get the plant I asked you for?
Yes, sir.
Put it on the table.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is the first step.
It doesn't seem to be doing anything to the plant.
And the second step is my Z-ray. Any living thing impregnated with this invisible gas dies under Z-ray.
You mean that human beings?
No, a man first would go into a deep coma. And
And then?
Never stop one or two men, but more would keep coming.
You seem to forget our Iron Man.
I'm going to inspect the house. When Lieutenant Daly arrives, send him in. Keep everyone else out. Yes.
Someone's coming, Doctor.
Yes, a diameter. Close the vault.
Captain West inside the house.
All right, keep this woman here.
Say, wait a minute. I've got to get in there. I've got a right
Keep her here if you have to tie her.
One by one, my enemies will be disposed of until I master of the universe.
Someone else is coming.
We must find our robots.
Coming too.
Coming too, is he? Well, my invisible gas and the Z-ray will take care of him and the others. Get them.
Dr. Zooka's fired Bellamy.
We'd be in a comatose state if that were so.
If you kill them, the police will trace them here. You can escape with your shadow belt, but I'll be done for. Just send me back to Alcatraz.
That's where you belong.
You let this condenser loose.
Some more of your carelessness.
Bob! What was it? What happened?
Iron Man. He attacked me. There's no one here but us, Lieutenant Davis.
Captain West must have dreamed that Iron Man.
He knew what he was talking about, all right.
I'm free, Dr. Zucker. I'm stronger than you now. Stronger than the police. You'll never make a slave out of me again.
Wouldn't surprise me a bit if Dr. Zorka did have some kind of mechanical man hidden here.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Let's get him over to Dr. Mallory's right away.
You traitor. You didn't know that you too had been sprayed with my invisible gas. Get up on your feet. You belong to me. You can never escape me. Go!
Get him to Mallory's. I'll follow in my car.
They're gone.
Do you see what your treachery has cost me?
They'll come back. They know what you have here. They'll ransack the place and they'll find me.
They will not find you nor my meteorite. It's changing headquarters today. Going prepare for my installation materials.
He's not suspended animation, only a slight concussion. He'll be all right in a little while.
To rent an office near the Department of Military Intelligence. I shall operate as Dr. Zane.
I found just the kind of office you want.
Has it a good vault to protect my meteorite?
Yeah, and it's on the same floor of the International School of Languages.
Oh, the language school. The spy's headquarters, huh?
Yeah.
Good. I can keep an eye on them also. We will move in at once.
We must insulate our new vault so that my meteorite shall be just as safe here as it was in my secret laboratory. Come.
Perfect insulation. Enough to protect my most powerful devices.
Report just came in from the chemist. This, he says, is a neometer. An instrument that reacts in the presence of magnetized or radioized substances.
Say, that's just the thing we need to locate Dr. Zorka's mysterious box.
Exactly. Hold on a minute. This needle is going a mile a minute. Going to the door.
Monk's in there. We better mask before we go in. Monk, you must be entirely moved by morning.
Monk. Who do you want? It ain't Monk. Whoever it is, he's got the stuff we're after. Come on, I'll spill it. Where's that box?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a pretty good disguise, Monk. But you're going to tell us where that box is hidden.
I don't know.
You're lying. Look at his neometer.
Monk! Oh! Monk! Monk, where are you? The box is open.
This is stuff we want, all right. Now you get going. I'll lock this guy and Monk in the vault so we can get back.
Let me out! Let me! Dr. Zorka! Dr. Zorka! My meteorite! Where is it? Gone! We're locked in! We suffocate! No. No one is going to die. Excepting my enemies. Stand back. Science and genius combined. There's nothing that can withstand its power. Get up. Who were those men? They sounded like spies, but their faces were strange. Masks. How did they find us? They had the neometer with them. They couldn't have, unless you gave it to them. Well, they must have stolen it from Mallory. In any event, we can't remain here. Start packing.
I'm convinced that Dr. Zorka's still alive, operating from some hidden part of his house. The robot was manipulated by someone.
I don't remember Dr. Zorka ever referring to a robot during the time we were associated. But there were many things he kept secret from me.
Well, that's for us to find out.
They have my meteor, but not all of it. Come. Do it now, it would mean to destroy my meteorite. That I have to get back first.
I'll go with you.
No. You stay here. This is work for the Phantom alone.
Right, I've got it. We'll be on our way in a minute. Be sure and keep Zorka's lab covered. Yeah, goodbye. Headquarters reports that the Phantom radio is broadcasting its mysterious code again. The federal truck's trying to locate it. If we make it snappy, we can find the truck in the vicinity of State and Main Street.
You said I could be in on the finish.
Sure, I'm hoping this will be it. Will you stand by here, Doctor, in case I need you?
Surely, and good luck, Bob.
Thanks. I could use a little bit of luck.
Point 4, harbor. 210, urgent. Batavia, 9-7, Atlantic.
What's wrong? Plenty. The federal radio truck is only 4 blocks away, heading in this direction.
Well, they can't decipher this code I'm using.
Maybe not, but they can trace from where it's coming from.
I must finish. Our only chance of getting out of the country is by submarine. The Prince has got a supply one.
Okay, make it snappy.
Continue. 4-3, Pacific.
Captain West.
Phantom radio's in this block somewhere, Captain. The instruments prove that.
Phone for more men. Have them surround the block. We'll search every building in this neighborhood if necessary. Gus, we'll cover as much as we can till help arrives. Jim, you take that street. Come on, Chief.
210, urgent.
Federal truck stopped at the corner. Captain West just met it.
These old cars parked in the alley. Come.
There go 2 of those spies now.
We have to get after him, but Mike's got the car.
Well, one of the other boys just got here. His car's around the corner.
I'll take it. You stay here and try to find the radio location.
All right.
You better stay here and look out and see if anything
Let
else.
me drive in case you have to do any shooting.
All right, Lester. Still want to be in on the finish, eh? Even if it is your own.
Go ahead, but no more cars are coming through before the blast.
Thanks.
Second time that plunger failed today.
All right, cut her off with a fuse, Mike.
Okay.
Back to work, men.
road?
Yes, but it may be a trick to stop and keep going. Keep going.
That should finish, Captain West.
Swell job of driving, Gene.
All I could do, I had to drive.
We can still catch those birds. Let's go. We got through. Back to the car. Our car's running wild. Zorka! Invisible. We can't stop them. I've a better plan. Get out your mask. Put out your hand. Put him out.
Stay there, my friend. We need you.
Jarvis. Thought I recognized your hand in this. Been after you for a long time.
Come on. Get up. She thinks he's a masked marvel, too.
Nice work, Gene. All right, Jarvis. What'd you do with Zorka's meteorite?
We haven't got it. Zorka took it.
Idiot. What am I offered if I talk? 10 years or more in a federal prison, but you don't have to talk. Your partner here told me all I want to know. Now get in the car. You drive, Gene. Hold on, hurry. Yes, Jim. Throw a ring of men around Zorka's place. Better have them equipped with gas masks. Remember, you're dealing with an invisible force. All right, I'll see you there. See? You've been slow about holding that canoe. Now you can go to town. Warn everybody.
You mean I can tell the whole story?
That's right. Shoot the word.
Very well, I tell him.
This time I think I've got it, Bob.
You mean you can make Zorka visible in spite of his devisualizer?
That's exactly what I mean. Watch. That's the way Zorka makes himself invisible. Now we will dissolve the aura of invisibility and disclose what it hides. Perkins, the ray gun.
May I take this with me?
Of course.
Now we can deal with Dr. Zorka.
Hurry. Now. Another, quickly. Now. I need enough to destroy the world if they force me to it. Listen.
Anything new, Parker? Not yet, Lieutenant. Sergeant, spread your men along this side. Corporal Peters' men will take care of the other side.
Now, if they do any shooting, I'll be rid of you anyhow.
Sewed up, Captain. I sent 4 men inside with masks.
All right, I'll follow them. Take care, Mad Soldier. You stay outside.
Out there, they'll get me. I take care of them with the Z-ray. Soldiers are out there. Now, the airport.
Get an ambulance, Jim. These men have to be gotten to Dr. Mallory at once.
plane?
Sure I can. Nobody's flying today.
Why not?
Government orders. All planes are grounded. Hey, don't you read the papers?
Get aboard, quick! Biplane, two-seater, eh? Thanks, we'll get right after him. Headquarters says Zurka's grabbed the plane. There's another man with him. Must be Monk. Come on, Jim, let's go.
Rocket plane 8 miles off Devil's Point, heading for the Navy anchorage.
Machine gun.
No, don't shoot. If you hit the meteorite, you'll blow us all out of the sky. Hurt me! And I take you with me, all of them! Put down down! Dive for the ocean!
I'll not be killed. I'll give up first.
You here to advise you that I have recommended you in the orders of the day and have recommended to the President that you be awarded the Medal for Distinguished Service.
Thank you, sir.
I think Jean should get both our medals, Bob. She earned them.
She really did, sir. The hardest job for a good reporter is to suppress untimely news.
I assure you, Miss Drew, on behalf of the people of the United States and myself, your efforts in this case are deeply appreciated.
Thank you.
Can I print that?
This time? Yes.
A lost corner in New York's underworld, the dead end to hope, to love, to life itself. And these were its captives. Sylvia Sidney, trapped in a mean street that has no turning. Joel McCrae, looking for an escape through the heart of a woman.
I saw myself in these rotten holes we live in through somebody else's eyes.
All it means to you now is whether or not you get her. Well, go on and get her.
Humphrey Bogart in his greatest role, a gang war killer, with blood on his hands, a price on his head.
Mom! Ain't you glad to see me?
Claire Trevor, who found an easy way out of the dead end.
Well, what did you expect?
The dead-end kids, caught in the undertow of slum life. From the gallery of unforgettable screen triumphs, Dead End is a motion picture so graphic in realism, so taut with suspense, to make each moment a gripping and thrilling experience.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.